I got you to say it. I'm so proud of you, Josie. Oh my god. Hi, everyone. It's Blue Shark Friends. Um, hope you guys are doing okay in spite of the world. It's been, I don't know, I feel like I should be like last week tonight and be like, it's been a crazy week every single week. We spent today going around town and dropping off flyers, which was really cool. Um, and I've started to make some really good connections with um, some other companies. And we're starting to build a roadmap of what's going to come next after this Kickstarter. That's really exciting. Started the process of having Outfront Magazine interview us,
Yeah,
which is really
but
exciting.
keep your eyes peeled. There should be an article coming out from them in a week or so.
Yeah. Um. Okay. I'm going to get this intro down one day. I need to. Hi, I'm Hannah. This is Josie. We're the co-owners and pirates of the social media company Blue Shark Friends. We are a company that specializes in helping people build digital platforms for their digital communities. And we are starting our first Kickstarter now. It's 16 days to go. Already raised $791, and that's just with 8 backers. And so and that's with um, the most disabled marketing campaign I've ever been a part of. So it's been good. It's been really good. Um, but throughout this period, we have had the same question hit us multiple times. Uh, why a website? One of our primary, well, one of our primary um, Kickstarter reward is building people websites. That's how we built Blue Shark Friends, and we want to tell you what it is that went into that. And so here we go. I'm going to break this up into 3 sections, and this is how I make it sound like I prepared. Um, and the first is that as we were starting to build things, what was the methodology that we came up with, and how was that connected to why we decided to build individual sites first? The second is a little bit about digital sovereignty and what that means. And the third is how this all fits into digital community building. So, uh, here we go. Why in the world do I need a website? The first thing I need to convince you of is that you already have a website. So if you post on Facebook, if you post on Instagram or TikTok, these are websites. You are creating the content. You have a profile on those spaces. You essentially have a website. They just have set up the way they handle the data on the back end, so it's all jumbled together. So you can't extract your content from everything else. Like if you've ever tried to download your Facebook content, it's just a bunch of gobbledygook. Like there's no, it's part of Facebook or it's not part of Facebook. It's not yours. And this has been compared to renting, how nothing seems to be ours anymore, not our houses, not our cars. Um, and so out of that, we thought, what would it look like? What would it look like if you were building a social media platform for people that you physically, personally cared about, like people that you knew, your friends, your family, because not all of us want to be greedy capitalists that rent out apartments to our friends and just make rents off of them and steal their livelihood. Like, believe it or not, most people give a shit about each other. I'm just saying, the billionaires are a few for a reason. Um, and as we were doing that work, we started writing down what are the things you have to have in order to build a community. And the first piece of that we came up with was naming your community. And that's our first step in the Shiver methodology, which Josie might like bring up a little pop up that brings you to.
I already did before we started this discussion.
Oh, yeah, the shiverguide.info.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting all of this information out has been our goal for the past 2 years so that even so people can see where we're going and what we're building. Um, and naming your community is about identifying the people who have your back, the people that you want to be able to take care of and watch out for. And really, as we were building Blue Shark Friends, it was, hey, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be allowed to be on Facebook or LinkedIn or um, this is the guide that Josie has been working on for building your own website. It's really cute. I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of all the work Josie did. She's just like, I have it. I have the moment. I have the momentum. I'm just gonna work till 4 in the morning on this one document. um, but we we realized if I was to build a virtual space for people I cared about, I would want them to have ownership of that space. I wouldn't want it to be they created content for me and then we had a falling out, but I owned their content forever. Like, what kind of relationship is that? It's just so unhealthy. And so, um, when we decided naming our community was identifying the people that we were worried about, we wanted to take care of, that we trusted to take care of us, identifying individual people, it turned slowly into building an individual space for those people. And so we started building people their own websites. And each one is its own piece. They are independent of each other. And that was really important to us, was building websites that were independent of each other, that if Elon Musk kills me and Josie and takes over Blue Shark Friends, that they could all leave and take their content with them. So that was the first reason. It was part of our community building methodology. It's our idea that if you're doing digital community building, the first thing you need to be able to do is represent the people that you're building community with and to give them as much agency over that representation as you can. And that agency kind of leans into what we mean by digital sovereignty. It's, like I said, if Elon Musk kills me and Josie and takes over Blue Shark Friends, you should be able to not lose your data to that person. You should be able to have ownership of your data no matter what platform you decide to connect to. And so we designed this in such a way that the data would move along with you. You could just say, hey, actually, I don't want to be linked to Blue Shark Friends anymore. I want to be linked to another group. I want to be linked to Antifa Incorporated. And if that's what you want to do, you should be able to. Because we don't get to decide upfront whether or not a community is going to be healthy. Like, communities change over time, they get new leadership. We don't know. And so communities should have to compete for our not our attention, but our trust. And right now they don't compete for our trust. They compete for our attention. Yes. They don't compete for our trust. And we believe Blue Shark Friends, if it becomes a competition for trust, no one is going to come close. Yeah, that sounds really good. So that is our second reason, digital sovereignty. Being able to take your data, take your content with you wherever you go. And um, what was the third thing you said? Do you remember?
You said it was something to do with the shiffer method. I can't remember what it was though.
Oh, how it ties into building community.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. I don't know how I got that from what you suggested, but here we are. So here's the deal. How we interact online is an aspect of how we interact in real life. And you cannot control how you interact online if the content and data that you produce are controlled by corporations and spaces that you do not trust. So the idea that you can actually build community in many of these spaces, whether it be Facebook or Instagram or Threads or Twitter or YouTube or TikTok or Kick, Discord, even Discord. Like Discord is a lot closer because
they were just in the news recently for
did they start
some shit. Yeah,
destroying people's accounts? Yeah,
something like that.
of course, because we don't have control over it.
Yeah.
And so, what happens when you are in a relationship and the person you're in a relationship tries to control all your other relationships? We call that abuse. Like, that's textbook abuse. And that's the default modus operandi of social media. So, one of the things that we wanted to make clear to people is that if you don't have agency, um, you live at the whims of other people. And you can't build community when living at the whims of other people. Like, we have to have the agency to decide who we associate with. I should not be able to put 10 years of effort into building a space for people I care about on Twitter only to have it sold to a Nazi. And then now all of my content's associated with Nazism. Like, yeah, sorry, that shouldn't happen. I should be able to say, you know what? You don't get to have me anymore. And not just that I'm not going to produce more into this space. No, everything I've ever created, you don't get access to it now. Now it's mine. Because it was always mine. Because our data belongs to us. And so having your own website is the first time you actually get a chance to do that. And this is something no one else is really doing. Like, we're out here like saying, hey, it's possible to, in the context of community, build virtual spaces so that people can own their own shit. And
To be clear, we know there are people, there are lots of different alternative social media platforms. We know there's a big indie web movement right now, and we think those are important things. But nobody's really put the pieces together into making something that is a local community or like a small, close knit community enterprise of let's make sure our community has the tools ourselves to be able to present ourselves on the web.
and that's one of the coolest things is like we've made it so that even for people who want to say see what Blue Shark Friends is doing and want to support us, they can go in and support some of our people directly. Like that was the dream behind our Kickstarter, was that community bazaar piece. But we'll say, hi, we're Blue Shark Friends. These are our people. And now you can say, I want to support that person. I want to directly make sure that they are okay.
A big part of what we're offering is not just the technical tools, which you could probably find alternatives out there for if you wanted to, but it's the idea of building tools for your community, building community and building tools around your community.
One of the things I like to say is like, hey, we're a community masquerading as a company. But that's like, you ask most small business owners, that's how they see themselves. They don't see themselves as capitalists. They have a group of people that they care about, or a part of town that they care about, or a neighborhood that they care about, and they want to make sure that they're giving back to that space. And whatever wealth they accrue for themselves benefits the people around them. And we're saying it's actually possible to do that on the web too. You just have to be transparent about who has the power, about building actual trust between the people who are creating content and the people who are hosting it on their servers. Like right now, we watch as most of our content is owned and managed by people we don't trust at all, by corporations that are like intimately involved in the Gaza genocide. That's crazy. Like, how do you expect to like push back on fascism if every time you put out content to people to tell them push back on fascism, it's like putting up a flyer in a prison, and like you're not saying, hey, we're going to get rid of the prison, we're still going to keep using the prison because that's where you're going to put your flyers up. Like, that's not going to work. We have to have separate structures. And so
I put link to the Shivernet and the Shivernet Harbor up.
oh yeah. But one of the things that we wanted to make clear to people is that if you're building community, you don't need to own everything. You don't need to control everything. Everyone doesn't need to join Blue Shark Friends. We built a space for people to just connect with each other and be able to say, hey, I'm building community here. Here's how I'm doing it. So that we can start checking out what each other are doing. And it's not the first like queer directory that's been put out there, but it is the one that we feel the most closely associated with. And it's the only one that we've come across that's absolutely free.
And a few of our community members have websites outside of their Blue Shark Friends websites.
Mm-hmm.
And I cross host my website. So it's not just on Blue Shark Friends, it's on other places as well. So this isn't about building an isolated community. You know, we we are building a network of community.
And what's really cool is it's working. Like, we have one of our friends is working on the second issue of her sci-fi anthology, and another friend is going to markets and starting to sell buttons. And like, people are starting to go, hey, if I have even just a little bit of support, I can start to do things where I put myself out there. And knowing that that's possible, Blue Shark Friends isn't out here taking the best everyone has to offer. I was telling someone recently, I was like, we're just taking each other's leftovers. We're like being burnt out by capitalism, or saying, hey, I have this teensy tiny bit left over that I can give. And some people are saying, I don't have anything. I have nothing left over, but I'll associate with you all. And all of that makes a difference. Like when one of our crewmates, like, who's never been a deckhand, has never been an independent contractor, is going to be interviewed with Outfront Magazine. And like, these are little things.
And he's really had a big impact on Blue Shark Friends without directly working for us.
Yeah.
So, like, that's really cool to be able to share that with everyone else for them to see what it really looks like for a community to benefit each other indirectly.
Without requiring money or labor.
Right.
Because that's like, community is free. And you already have a community. You have people that you care about and that you're doing the work to take care of. And what we've never thought is, well, I'm already taking care of these people. What if I like built the technology to make it easier for me to do that. Not asking Facebook for permission, not asking Google for permission, just saying, oh, I could just build what I need to take care of my own people. And then we can finally let go of these parasite social media companies that are destroying our civilization. Like, it doesn't have to be this way. So if you're interested, um, please reach out to us. Please ping. If you go to bluesharkfriends.com/connect, then there's all these different ways to get connected with us. There's some that are just following us on social medias. There are others that are joining our organization. There are others that are scheduling a chat with us to like get to know like what we're building better. One of the things that people keep asking is like, oh, but what exactly is Blue Shark Friends? It's like, we're an open community and we're open in a digital realm. And that's really cool. And if that's the kind of world you want to live in, connect with us so that we can teach you how to do that. And if that's the kind of world you want to live in and you have some extra money, like, put it towards our Kickstarter.
Yeah, please. Like, if if uh if you can afford our $100 like tier for getting a website, please consider like dropping, $100 and supporting us. Like, you might not know what you're going to do with your website, but this is an opportunity for you to start getting connected to our community, for you to get this free site generated for you. You don't have to do anything special to it. You just make it like a little profile like you would have on social media. Um, you're going to get a free year of hosting if you back it in the Kickstarter. And then after that, it's $10 a year. It's pretty solid deal for a website. So even if you're not sure what you would use it for, if you can afford it and you believe in building community in a mutual way like this, I really think that you shouldn't pass up on this opportunity.
Yeah, because this is something that no one else has. And if you've been like banging your head against the wall thinking there's got to be a better way, let's build a better way.
And if you can't afford it, which we get,
We do
times are
mutual
tough
aid.
right now. We do have cheaper tiers. You could share our Kickstarter. That would be a big help.
You can
Or
actually print the flyers down from our website.
yeah,
Like we
that's right.
have them posted on our
On my
homepage.
homepage,
So you can just click the
bluesharkfriends.com.
different flyers and download them
Yeah,
and hang them
download our
up wherever
flyers,
you
hand them
want.
out to your friends.
You don't need to have permission. Like, this is the world you want to live in is the world you create. And so,
And at the very least, check out ShiverNet. You know, maybe all you do is just send us, fill out our form and send us a link to your, social media page or something. And we list you up there, and you can check back and see who else is connecting
and you
in the
can
future. And that's all
be
you
a
have to
part of
do.
this as we grow.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to provide labor. You don't have to pay money. You can just say, hey, I just want to be connected to you all. Like, I'm really interested in seeing where this goes. And I just want to be connected to you all. Like, there's space for that.
There's a lot of cool people in our community. So
Oh my God.
this is the
It's the coolest
opportunity to
people.
get connected with so many cool people.
Yeah. So, this is, I don't know. I know that because of the nature of how we built our Kickstarter, that we're planning to fulfill all of our orders regardless of how much money we make. So please keep staying connected and watching this space because we're going to keep building because it's working. Because our friends who were in fairly dire straits last year are in better straits this year. And it's the magic of our community watching out for each other.
Yeah, if our Kickstarter doesn't fund, which we're hoping it funds, like,
We're
come
supposed to
on.
be super positive.
We believe in the
Josie.
community. But if for some reason it didn't fund, we still have all this product sitting around,
Yeah.
and you're welcome to reach out to us and make, individual sale or talk about, making some kind of mutual exchange for some of
Mhm.
this stuff. And we're happy to get it out there, get it in more people's hands. So
Yeah.
definitely keep up with us.
So I'm excited. I'm watching a plant float away in front of me and thinking it's a spider, but it wasn't, and it's gone. So I'm okay. I haven't died yet. You guys are awesome. Raised $800 for us already. How fucking insane is that? Ah. Sometimes I just want to like shout from the rooftop, like we did it. We have a community. Our community started like taking care of each other, and like we built that from the ground up, and we didn't have to use any of these social media platforms. So if Trump shuts down Facebook tomorrow, we have a backup plan. And if that's something you want to have, like check out our Kickstarter. Start building it. And like see our story and how we built what we've built. Okay. That's it for me.
Yeah. Happy.
Woo! So
Thank you all for
excited!
watching.
I love you.
I'm
You're amazing.
planning on sharing this in a Kickstarter update as well. So,
Oh yeah,
hopefully-
the special like here's how to build your site. Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, not just that, but this video.
Oh, this video.
Yeah, I definitely want to share this video to the Kickstarter as well.
I think that's
so,
really good.
for those of you who are already following us, thank you. We appreciate it so much. And for those of you who maybe tomorrow when whenever I get the link out there, will be seeing our channel for the first time, definitely give us a follow on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, YouTube. We're on TikTok. We don't live stream there yet, but
I think we're gonna live stream there next week.
we're working on it.
Yeah, we almost had it today, and then they said, "Wait a business day for us to verify things." We were like,
Of course,
no.
most importantly, check us out at bluesharkfriends.com because if all the other places go away, we're gonna be there.
Yep. And that's the beauty of it. It's like people will talk about how they want to have a go bag, and like you should have a go digital plan too, because we're virtual people. We live in a virtual world as well as a physical one. And so if you're not gonna have a plan for how you're gonna keep the connections of the people you care about the most, then when shit hits the fan, you're gonna lose those connections. I love y'all. You are amazing. I should be leaving on a lighter note than that.
Well,
yeah.
The lighter note is that we are confident that we can do this, and we want to share that optimism with you.
Yeah.
Taking down fascism is not going to happen in a day, but it's happening now with each of these small steps that we make to build community and strengthen our connections with each other.
Yeah. What Josie said. We'll leave it at that. You guys got this. You're doing great. You can do this. Keep taking the little steps forward because it matters.